Hello everyone, this is Larry Jeeping Mo. In this video we're going to change out the stop-start battery in our 2018 Jeep Wrangler JL. And it's a little longer than what we normally do. I just want to throw out a few things that we go through step by step on this. I've seen other videos where there's some key steps that could really hang you up if you overlook them or run into them and don't know what to do with it. So hopefully you can make it all the way through the video. Hopefully it was informative. And really would like your comments at the end. Let me know what you think of it. So here's the video. Okay, today we're going to put in a battery into our brand new Jeep JL. I'm just outside of warranty and I've been dealing with the dealer on this since I've had it. So they've outwaited me until the warranty was out. So now we get to replace it. You got to change out the battery underneath the fuse box. It's for the stop-start system. It's not your primary. It's the one under. It looks like a lawnmower engine type battery. So here we go. Okay, so I want to show you the battery is disconnected. Yeah, so we're gonna. Okay, so when you go to take this cover off, don't lose the bolts. I gotta find that, and it just slides out of these mounts. Okay, so now we gotta disconnect the battery. We gotta pull out the main battery. Probing it, you can see I still have 13 volts here. It's because it's drawing some power out of the stop-start battery. So just because you disconnect the battery doesn't mean that it's not working. Okay, this might seem a little silly, but I'm not interested in having these things touch anything and shorten out my system. So we're just going to wrap them real quick. I'm not as worried about the ground, but we're going to do it anyway. I'm just going to double up a pair of socks. At least that part is out of the way. And disconnect these terminals. Okay, so there's a little clip on the back. You got to get that out of the way. It's clipped around the edge of the battery to get that terminal off. Okay. I think this will come out. Okay, you get a long extension. Typical Jeep, it's 10mm everything. Let's see. Okay, so we got that out. Now we're gotta take these bolts out of the fuse box, and this tray right here is where it's at. It's hard to see, but it's right there. So those are 7mm. Now these are all hot right here, so keep this in mind. Everything on this side's hot. Need to get some new Fender mats for the Jeep. Okay, so I'm gonna pull these. Either way, I know I gotta take these bolts out. Okay, so this comes up out of those modules. That's the hang up. Okay, get a module. Okay, I'm not going to take a chance if we end up touching the ground anywhere. that go in the back of this box. Unsnap those. Those are what those screws go into. That's what they never show you. And then they just sit down inside of there. All right, they just snap in. I got to get a couple more bolts out and we can go. All right, so these all have to come out. Okay, so I gotta finish. I gotta take these couple little screws out, these bolts out in these corners. And that's where the battery's at. Okay, unsnap these, it'll be much easier. Use your little term removal tool, take those out. That'll take this big wire out of the way. It's worth their weight in gold there. I'm going to get some of this stuff tied back. And stuff like this, I'll go through some zip ties. Okay, I'm gonna bet that those are 10mm. Yep. So when I was testing those leads, you seen where I had voltage on them. This is why. This little dude sits in his pocket. Okay, so the new batteries don't come with these little studs. Right, like they unscrew, I gotta screw them into the main battery and we'll be good to go. Okay, so you know you're living right when you find this 5/32, almost like a female Torx socket. That's what you'll put on there to get it off with. Put this dude back in there. So if our engineer came up with this, you'd be ashamed of yourself. Okay. Connectors go right over the top. It looks like it's going the wrong way at first, but it's not. Just go over. We'll tighten the ground down first, and we'll put the hot side on. Okay, everybody can be a critic if they want, but I'm a firm believer in this battery terminal spray stuff. You gotta go crazy. There's a little bit on there. Okay, let's wiggle this tray back in there. Let's see if it all goes back. So there's this little wire path here on the side that you have to make sure that wires go through. Okay, tray's back on. The wire holders are in there, push connectors. I put a little anti-seize on these bolts because they're not holding ground anywhere. Battery's back in. Let's get it back together. Torque setting real light. Just gonna run these down and hand tighten. Okay, get this little tray back in here. Get these started. And we've got this one little dude in the back here. Okay, I gotta get this deep inside of something. So I'll show you a little trick. Put a piece of tape over your socket, and then put your screw in there. The tape will hold it in the socket. That way it'll work with nuts, screws, pretty much anything. Now I can reach down in there with that screw without trying this 10 million times, dropping it, half of them. So if you put that piece of tape on, works really good. Even if it's a nut, you got to get it in there. You can always cut the center out of it. Put the pressing nut in the socket, cut the center out. It'll go on, and then the tape will come off when you pull it out. Alright, so now we got to get these connectors back in place. Once again, tie wraps are cheap, so make sure you cut the right things. Don't leave them in the box. So these, you should hear them snap in. I don't think there's any way that you're going to get on the back of this connector. Okay. Let's see. So I'm going to try to come straight over it. It popped in. Hopefully all those went in. We'll find out when we go to start it here in a few minutes. Okay, give them a quick cleaning. Let's give these connectors just a little rough cleaning. That on there.
give this a little bit of a corrosion spray. Covers back on. Fire up.
Okay everyone, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you really got something out of that. You know, the whole point of the video was to point out some of the key steps and some of the pitfalls of taking out that stop-start battery. And remember, if you take the battery terminals off, it's still hot. So with that, I hope you enjoyed the channel, and check out some other videos we have on it. And we'll see you on the next trip. Till then.